Hey, welcome everyone. I hope you see me. I hope you have audio, not like the last time. We're just having a discussion here, a quick update about Lynx, what we are doing, where we are, how our, how things are going, and what's our future and stuff like that. So I'm really happy that we are seeing some people live. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. I have a quick presentation to share with you with my team. I am right here in the Paris lab. So this is where we work. A lot of engineers are at home right now. I'm sure you understand why. So we are all today together to start about what we have been doing during the coronavirus situation. We've been very hard at work, and we took this time to change our product, keep the same features, but make it even better. So, Mark, can you please start the presentation? So, we teased you a new design. You can see the back of the new headset here with our two lenses. Nothing has really changed, but only the external parts and the mechanical idea of the design. So before that, we have a new identity around this design and around this product. You can check out our website right now. You will find everything I will discuss today with you and all the new pictures and specification of the device. And we think that it pictures much more well our ambition and where we want to take this product. So this is what Lynx will look like when you will receive it. This is what we've been doing. You can see it's a completely new industrial design, and we are really proud of that. So this is the product as we advertised it in February, but much more slimmer, much more comfortable, with a new redesign. The battery is still at the back of the head for the ergonomics, and it's very comfortable. You can see on the website some pictures with some of our designer and engineers wearing that, and I can't wait for you to try that in a real event. And we still don't know when it will be, but we're looking forward for you to try that. So this new design, you can see there are two parts at the front of the headset. There is the foam and there is the front face. And Lynx can now work without the foam. So you can, it's magnetic. We have magnets that are plugged in the headset, and you can remove the foam very easily and use the headset like you can see on your screen right now. So which means that when you are in AR, you have your peripheral vision back, and we'll talk about that later. As a quick reminder, here is the comparison with an Oculus Quest. We simplify in 3D, and next to it is the new design of Lynx. So you can see it's a much more, it's an even more slimmer headset than what we have done for February for the announcement. So we worked very hard, and I'm thankful for all my team to the fact that we could achieve this engineering feat. And inside, we still have the same complicated system. You can see on the left the back of the headset with our crazy lens. We will detail a little bit of how it's working on the website and on another YouTube live. And on the right part, you can see all of our sensors and the compute board. Everything is integrated in Lynx, and I like to compare this product as a smartphone. It's really a smartphone that looks like a HMD. So it's, when you look at it, it looks like two or three smartphones stacked together. So for the specs, people have been asking a lot about the specs, and I'm sorry that back in February we did not disclose during our presentation the exact specification of our headset, but here they are, and you can find them on our website as well. It's still a 90 degrees field of view headset with two GDI LCD screen, 1600 by 1600 per eye, 90 frames per second, which is huge for a standalone system. And of course, since it's on the XR2 Qualcomm platform, we have very good RAM, 6 gigabits of LPDDR5 RAM and 128 gigabits of storage. You can also plug a micro SD, and you can also plug a jack for your audio if you have a specific headset you would like to plug. And we combine that on the sensor side with eye tracking, hand tracking, and if you don't like our hand tracking, you can use the controllers that some third parties companies are developing. There will be 3DOF and 6DOF in the future. But we are really taking the bet to make it a hand tracking first device. And I'm pretty sure you will like what we are doing with Ultralip, and I can't wait for you to try that as well. We will also have a 5G extension, which means that a future version of Lynx will be compatible with 5G without a lot of modification on the hardware. We also feature USB-C, Wi-Fi 6, and Bluetooth 5. The USB-C is used for charging and can also be used to plug your custom peripherals if you want to add another sensor, if you want to customize the device to your needs. And feel you can write a driver based on our documentation. We would be very happy to help you and see how people are customizing their Lynx. A quick note about the peripheral vision stuff I talked about. This slide is very important. What you see on the left is a profile view of Lynx without the VR foam, which means that it's in the position in front of your eyes and you're not wearing the foam pad. And on the right, you can see what seems to be a complicated diagram, but it's very easy to understand. This graph depicts the field of view of the human eyes. So on the grayish part on the left and right, it's what is seen by the left eye and the right eye, and in the middle part, in a white background, is the stereo vision of someone. It's around 60 degrees. In blue, it's the field of view of Lynx, 90 degrees field of view, where you will be able to see holograms when you use that in AR. The holograms will be, I mean, we call it holograms, but it's really projected virtual objects from 3D engine like Unity 3D, for example. And in this blue field of view, you will be able to see the virtual objects with the perfect color, the perfect opacity levels, which is different from what you can get from optical see-through architecture. In black are all the parts of the field of view that you will not be able to see because of the construct of the HMD. So you can see that the black area is very thin, which means that you have almost your full vision. So for a mixed reality headset, it's a video see-through mixed reality headset, it's quite impressive. And I put the picture on the left here, so you can see that the area, the curve of the design in red, it's not something we did only for design. It's a mathematical function that is linked to our lens system, so you can get the optimal field of view from your peripheral vision. What does that mean for our users? It means that when you use Lynx in mixed reality, you will be able to walk with the headset and even run, because with your peripheral vision, you will not see virtual objects, but you will be able to have a very nice proprioceptions, which means that you won't feel dizzy or you won't have any vertigo feeling while you're using Lynx. Okay, so this is a picture, but it would be better to show you a video right after. Maybe Mark, you can try to show the video to YouTube right now. So we made a custom version of Lynx for some customers and others for prototyping stuff. So yeah, you will see appearing on your screen the video. We swapped the camera in front of Lynx to have HDR cameras, which means that the cameras are able to have a much more HDR values than the human eye. Here with Lynx, you can see the left eye and the right eye. It's taken from the device itself. and we are flashing a spotlight right in front of your eyes, and the device is actually adapting to the light, to the luminosity of the environment much better than the human eye. So it's kind of a superpower that would be very helpful for welders, firefighters, soldiers, because with a camera like that, you can see through explosion, you can see through the mist, you can see through anything that is too bright for the human eye to see. So back to the presentation, please. So what does that mean? It means that our customers and our partners can customize Lynx with us if you want to change some of the sensing capabilities or some of the battery size. We can, with our suppliers, we can change many things in the hardware. So, for example, you want to distribute the headset to the firefighters of your country. We can work with you to address this market. Okay, so we're available. We're also available as a white label product. This is exactly what I just explained. And right now we are looking for developers, studios, anyone really working with mixed reality that would be excited to work with us on this new device. And we're also looking for investors. We have our Series A that is ongoing. So if you feel that your company or you know someone that would be interested to invest in a promising company like us, please feel free to reach out. So for the timing of what will happen in the next weeks and month, we'll have developer kits available by mid-August. So we'll have a few units ready for you mid-August. Every pre-order or order will be honored, and we will start mass producing them in September with our Taiwanese supplier. So which means that we will be able to ship the first batch by the end of September. And I guarantee you that everyone will get his Lynx, and I'm sure you understand why we are not able to deliver them in July or August, because in February we could not see the virus situation happening as it is today. And you know that we have a lot of suppliers in the US or in Asia, and we had some delays about that. But I think you will appreciate the fact that we work on the product more, and we took this time, to rearrange what we thought was needed to deliver the best product we could get. So that's the last slide, but maybe we can go back to the camera. Mark, if you can help me on that. I want to show you something. So this is one of the first headset we built with this new design. So you can see it's a prototype with power cables that go to the battery here. But otherwise, inside that you have a XR2. It's our new design. You can see it's and it's very thin. I want to show you. It's 2 finger of depth only for these headsets. It's unique, really. And if you are in Paris, if you happen to travel to Europe anytime soon, you can come to our lab. We can demo you the headset already on a bench in our office. We are already starting to shoot videos and make some Unity projects based on prototypes. So I guess that's it for today. Maybe you have some question. Maybe we can look at the questions with all the time we have. Oh, there are many people in the chat. Okay, so how do we contact you to develop? So you can contact us via the website, or you can send me or Shuki an email. My email is stan@lynx.r.com. And please feel free to reach out. If I cannot help you, I will transfer your email to the right engineer or the right person in our team. Is there another question here? How about the developing environment? That's a very good question. So inside the headset, really there is a Android. It's Android 10 for the moment. We'll of course keep upgrading the device and making it compatible for the newer version. But it's an Android device. Like I told you, it's like a smartphone. So you can develop on Android with Unity 3D. We have a Unity 3D SDK for our developers. So really, it's like making a smartphone application in Unity. It shouldn't be difficult. You don't have to dive into the six stuff of all the algorithm. We make that transparent for the developers. And if you have a good enough knowledge of Unity or C#, you should be able to develop very cool things with the headset. How relevant is the consumer entertainment market for you? The consumer market, it's something new that the big companies are still searching. We do not address that with the version 1, I believe. We had some interesting use case for gaming or for entertainment, but it's nothing that I would describe as a mass market or consumer the way you might imagine it. But we have a roadmap, and we have a version 2 of Lynx that we will start working on before the end of the year. That will look like something you would love to use for playing or entertainment. I will share things with you about that before the end of the year. We still have many things to work on, and of course deliver the version 1 before. But right now, if you look at Lynx, our device, it's like a ski mask. So in terms of form factor. So we went from having big bricks in front of our head to right now be able to deliver a headset that can do both AR and VR in a very good fashion with a very attractive form factor. And version 2 will be even more challenging and interesting because it will be even slimmer and it will look different, of course. It's different optical architecture. And I will love to share that with you. And we are making this roadmap to address this future consumer market. I hope that answered your question. Would the design be different if coronavirus was not a thing? Unfortunately, yes. So that's a really bad thing to say, but I think the virus situation and the fact that we had to work from home and stop many things at the lab was a time for us to reflect what we've been doing. And we have a very aggressive timeline. And yeah, I believe the design would be much less appealing if we kept things the way they were. And I'm very happy with the work we've been doing in the last 2 months. So I'm very fortunate for that, and I really appreciate what our industrial designer was able to do with our engineers. It was very challenging. There is nothing more you can put in our design, and there are still issues that we need to address. It's a very complicated product, and we are a very small team. I don't know if you know that, but we're 11 people today in Paris. I have like 5 people with me right now, but we are not like Google or Facebook or Apple. We don't have more than 1,000 people working on that, and we don't have their budget. So I think we really did our best by taking off-the-shelf product and making something that no one has really done before, because we try to innovate on 1 or 2 features, which is, of course, the compute power and the optical architecture. So there is a new question. How do you tweak IPD per person? That's also a good question, and I should have addressed that in my presentation. So there is a mechanical IPD adjustment, so which means you can move the lenses in one way or another, plus minus 6 millimeters. So we have an IPD that range from 56 millimeter to 70 millimeters, which is by our measures enough to address 95% of the population. So it's not a software IPD mechanism. It's completely physical. The lens and the displays are moving, and we are leveraging the eye tracker to help the user correctly align the center of the pupil to the center of our lens. And you have 2 little crowns under the headset, and you can fine-tune the IPD like that. API is important, like MRTK, XRTK. Yeah, that makes me want to say something. We are supporting the mixed reality toolkit from Microsoft HoloLens. So if you have developers that are able to do something on HoloLens today, it should be a very simple transition to Lynx, because we fully support the open source MRTK from Microsoft, actually. So we have a SDK. You are not obliged to use the MRTK, but if you do, it's compatible with Lynx. All right. Is there a possibility you support OpenVR, OpenXR? Yes, we are still managing. We're still in the software team is in the process of porting our SDK to the majority of the platforms developers are used to work on today. So I believe OpenVR implementation will be important as well. Yeah. All right, so I don't see any other question. I think it's all for today. I'm very happy that we can share all these things and the excitement with you. I believe that our new website will help us more understand really what we're doing. And I'm more excited for the AR stuff we're doing with Lynx than the VR. For me, VR is a very mature ecosystem. There are established players that are doing a really fantastic job. I'm thinking, of course, about Facebook and HTC that already have products for the consumer market. But I think we are starting something new with AR or MR with Lynx, with this video see-through approach, and we are seeing very good results in the immersion perception of our users. So when you have a fully opaque hologram, you do not play with it and react to it in the same fashion as you would with the Microsoft HoloLens or any other optical see-through like Magic Leap or any other device. It's a bit stupid, but you just need to deliver the right colors, the right field of view, and it's the simplest approach, and this is what we were able to build that with such a small team in such a short time, because it's been 1 year now since we are working on that, and yeah, it's complete. It's going to mass production in the next 3 weeks. So for the tooling, so it was quite a feat, and again, I'm really proud of my team. I wouldn't have made the product all by myself, so I'm very fortunate for that. All right, is there any other question, Mark? Okay, the 6DoF of the headset, how robust and what minimum light conditions do you need? So the 6DoF is really integrated in the hardware. We have specific monochrome module, which means that the two cameras you see on the headset here, they are not RGB cameras, they are monochrome, they're only black and white, and they're, I would say, optimized in their sensor and in their lens for 6DoF and hand tracking. And behind that, the algorithm running on the XR2 platform are really down in the pipeline. They're really low level and very well integrated with the thermal management and the power management, so you can have robust 6DoF running for 2-3 hours with the single battery we have at the back of the head. The robustness of the 6DoF is very hard to describe, but I believe you could use that in any indoor environment which has a minimum of some features. You know, you need to have features so the algorithm can pick points in the environment, and it should work outdoors. To be honest, we haven't made any tests for outdoor yet. We have customers that we have outdoor use case, so I'm sure I will have the answer probably in the next 2 months for the outdoor 6DoF. Would you think about the consumer AR VR in the future? Yes, this is something we completely considerate the AR VR on the consumer level. I think we will be able in version 2 to make a product that will be used as a white label product from bigger companies. I cannot give any names today, but there are some big players that would be interested, I'm sure, with the roadmap we have, and already with the version 1, you know, it's something new and something that can deliver another kind of content. So I think we're doing the right bet. I think we're working in the right direction. Maybe I'll be wrong, but so far my team, investors, and users are agreeing with the path we're on. So let's continue. Yes. Okay. How about emulator? HoloLens has remote player. It's good to develop something. Quest is not supporting Oculus Link. Okay, so you will be able to develop without the headset, but we don't really have an emulator yet. We have the compositor that will be built in Unity. So you should be able to start tinkering with the SDK before receiving your links, of course. But you should test your application with the hardware, with the right hardware, of course. There is a good sub-question about what you just said is the remote rendering. You will be able to do some remote rendering by plugging your USB-C in a compatible computer with the correct graphic cards, and you will be able to stream content from a much bigger computer if you need a higher compute power than what you have on the XR2. You should be able to use another computer to do some rendering in the headset, which is the same features as Oculus Link, I guess. Yeah. Okay. We can have a power bank to increase the running time. You can definitely add an external battery. To answer more generally about this question, the USB-C that will be at the top of the headset can be used for anything. You can plug a battery, you can plug a sensor, you can plug anything you want to run on Lynx. You just need the compatible driver, but you don't need that for a battery. So yes, you can have a little backpack or put a battery power bank in your pocket. That is something that can completely be done. Yes, I hope you won't need it, but who knows? Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for everyone that watched that. I'll be, of course, keeping you updated. I have a Twitter account. I'm not very active, but I'm trying to update you about what we are doing and what is up with Lynx. And I'm sure there will be a lot of news in the coming weeks with the partners we have lining up. So I hope you will stay updated with us, and I would be very happy to talk with you again soon. Yes, there is a last question. You have been talking about Ultralip, but I don't see their mobile sensor. Okay, so the Ultralip integration is very... I mean, we worked with Ultralip by making our hardware compatible with their software. So it's true that we're using Ultralip software for the hand tracking, but we work very closely with them to have the correct AR illumination strategy, the correct monochrome cameras. So this is an Ultralip sensors, and you might recognize that. And you find the same kind of hardware in Lynx. It's just different because we have our cameras. They need to also do the 6DoF. So we had to tune a little bit the lens and the module. But yes, it's Ultralip for the hand tracking. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I will read your comments after that. We'll try to answer all the questions you have, and you will be able to replay this video and make sure to follow our newsletters and our Twitter accounts. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.